What up, y'all? Y'all already know it's Mr. Hood Love, Mikey B. Um, Back at y'all with another one. You know what I mean? Today I'm gonna be talking about street culture in the age of the internet, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna come to y'all, and I'm gonna come to y'all from the perspective of a person that was once in the street, once into the street life. I'm gonna give y'all some examples of what I'm talking about, and this is not. It's a lot going on in the internet. It's a lot going on in the section. But this section is only a part of a bigger story that's being told throughout all these major cities, throughout all the major incur, throughout all the urban enclaves in New York. That's why I put the LAs, the New York cities, the Bostons, the Miamis. I could have went on Pittsburgh, City Bama. Salute, man. Make sure I hit the like button on the way in. The Pittsburghs, we could go city to city. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, big cities all over, everywhere, right? Every day we see new busts, new stories. We got inactive gangsters, retired gangsters, faded gangsters, some people that's active gangsters coming to the internet telling their stories, giving their spills. It's in our music. We hear whatever hood you might be repping, whatever side you on, what you doing, what the blocks you from, what you repping, right? We are in the information age. We are in the information age. That's where we find ourselves now. People is living on the internet. They eating their breakfast on the internet. They showing you their whole day. They showing you their whole life. Civilians is doing it. Regular people's doing it. You know, girls is doing it. So-called gangsters is doing it. Everybody's enjoying social media and participating in one way or another, right? So street life is no different. We all are affected. People that's coming from the street. I'm coming from the street. I'm not living the life that I once lived, but I'm coming from a street's perspective. You see what I'm saying? And I'm coming at you with the street's perspectives on this video. Because I see a lot of guys, I watched some videos today. I watched some videos. I caught up on some old history, some older stuff that I didn't see. I watched the Queens flip with the first generation of the U up there, all those guys. Salute to those guys and all that. So I watched that. I watched a lot of different videos, and before I left prison, I was a prison writer. You know what I'm saying? I was still in before I left the structure, before I left the lifestyle, I was a writer. You know what I mean? I was already writing books when I was still, doing the stuff that I was doing in the streets and or in prison. And some of real official, big homies, some real rights that's, active. They like, yo, we need our story to be told. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, because I wasn't out here when the first homies went up there on the internet and did that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But when I seen it, I didn't react bad to it. I didn't take it as, you know, a violation or them divulging anything, or it's just everybody tell their story. The Black Panthers told their story. The original guys with these sets and these hoods and this stuff that we started repping over here, that I myself started repping over here, it came from the West Coast, right? It came from the West Coast. They talking about it. Real active. I guess some of them, they saying they active. I don't know what they are. I don't know them dudes, but they're saying they're active. They're saying they're inactive. They're saying whatever they are, and they telling you who's real or who's fake. Pull up here. We at this place. Everything is on the internet. Nobody care no more. It even got to the point where law enforcement is saying they don't care anymore. They know everybody that's in a gang ain't gangster. You got CIs in these gangs. You got regular people that's, got this stuff on, but they ain't doing none of the stuff that you hear on the news and all that. They just, it's their community is a part of it, so they're a part of it. You know what I mean? I'm down, but I ain't with all that. I ain't doing that, homie. I'm taking care of the family. I'm here for that. So when I hear people come to the internet and try to put that back into the bottle when it pertains to their stories, that's out of the Chicago dudes. They talking about it. ATL, they telling you that what this was going on. It's so bad, like I always say, they telling you their story so much that they're getting cases because they're telling real events that's really happening out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Some people call it self-snitching or whatever's going on, you know what I mean? Dry snitching or, whatever. I call it, they don't care no more. They living their lives. People are out here living their lives on the internet. On the internet. When they wake up, they in the bed. You see them on the internet, I'm going to go do this. Come go shop with me. And they're making millions of dollars for this on the internet. Right? All different kind of shows, all different kind of content. Nobody cares no more. And like I said, certain things I don't care about because I'm going to say it like this. If your big homie told the authorities about it, why are you worried about anybody coming to the internet and telling the streets? The same story that your big homie told the cops, dudes are telling them same stories on the internet. What's the difference? I'm just being honest. We know we got paperwork. We know who did what. We know who. A lot of these guys that set the codes and set the rules for street life, we already know is no good. We know for a fact they no good. Not just maybe allegedly. No, we know they're no good for the culture that they pushed from what they are part of. They were hypocrites to the codes that they made, the stuff that they made. They were hypocrites. These are the facts. From coast to coast, from city to city. We see it coming out all the time. We see the stories coming out all the time. Yo, Buck, salute. Salute to everybody. Just Eric, salute. We see new stories, new tales, guys that we thought was official 20 and 30 years later that was down with these big street organizations. We see that they not official. They wasn't official. Some of their closest comrades that they probably turned over on is keeping it street and they ain't saying nothing. But you can see it easily. You can easily see that these dudes are no longer accepted by the guys that they came up with because they did bad and they avoided the codes. Right? So why would we hold the content creator to a different standard, than we holding everybody else to? You know what I'm saying? Street culture, we don't do dudes that, told or whatever. Y'all stand next to them. Everything's okay. Why? I don't understand. Because I'm seeing, and I'm not saying, things get personal. Families get brought into things and different things like that. Once you become a content creator, then your life is an open book. You're on TV now. You're like any other celebrity. That's why you have something called a comment section. People are going to comment on you, and every comment is not going to be what you like. Just being honest. Some people going to hate. Some people going to have real questions. Some people going to troll. That's how they get their fun out of it. I'm trolling. I'm a troll this dude, right? How I feel is you got to have thick skin to be on this internet. Your skin got to be thick. They have tried to run me through the mud with all kind of rumors and conjectures and don't know stuff. People talk about me all the time on the internet. But I'm a public figure. Once you become a content creator, you're a public figure. You are not going to be treated like the regular person. You're not going to be treated once you be. Look at dudes just making content all the time on people. You become the content for somebody smaller than you. You become the content. You see what I'm saying? So I'm what and don't get me wrong, we are putting ourselves out there on the internet to be the content. Once we start coming up here and we hit that live button, you are opening up yourself to be content. That's that. That's that. Once you push live, then you will open yourself up to be content. And no matter how tough you are in the streets, no matter how soft you are or gangster or whatever you are in the streets, all you are is another content creator once you come up here. Now, what you do in the streets and what you do in your life is in your life, right? That's your life. Once you connect that content, you don't know which way it's gonna run. You don't know who gonna talk about you. You don't know who gonna feed dudes information on you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who gonna backdoor you. You don't know. You don't know. Once you let the cat out the bag and you open yourself up for that, then you become content too. The content flips. You have seen us up here going back and forth. Dudes just starting stuff. Stuff is coming out. Some fake, some real. But it's all entertainment. When you come up here, I didn't come to the YouTube as a gangster. I left that gangster stuff behind me. Gangster got me 25 years in prison. Gangster got me shot a bunch of times. Gangster got me cut. Gangster got me stabbed. Gangster got me beat up by the police about 20 or 30 times. You see what I'm saying? Gangsters got me a bunch of new charges in prison. Gangsters got me not being able to see my family, laying my family to rest while I was in jail. You see what I'm saying? This is what gangster got me. This is what gangster got me. You understand? So I'm just giving y'all, this is the facts. I don't come to that. And if I was on that time, when I was in the streets and when I was on street timing, if I was on the internet, I was just posting pictures and doing certain stuff, but I wasn't talking certain stuff. I'm just being honest. Dudes Ben came to me and asked me, yo, Mikey B, I want you to do a story on a UBN. I looked, them dudes was writing me and contacting me when I was in prison. I'm like, these dudes is on what? I was like, for one, I'm like, it's a setup. For one, I'm like, it's a setup. A story on a UBN. They Ben came to me with that. Queen's Flip Ben wanted to interview me while I was in prison. Queen's Flip wrote me while I was in jail. Queen's Flip know my family. He still got my, the video ain't up, but he said that in the video that, he basically, he has a letter from me and we was corresponding when I was in prison. But he's not the only one. He's not the only content creator that tried to get me to, to do that. But, at that, we didn't speak on, whatever was going on. We might post a ticket. We might, I was on social media and I was doing it with, we was posting up pictures. But other than really that, then you really ain't, I didn't really get into the talk or, or anything like that. But like I said, these brothers that did that, I still don't knock them. I don't knock them because it was guys amongst us that was making videos coming to the public. And, like Sherm the Worm was one of them. Sherm the Worm did a video, I think in 1996 and 1997, on Lisa Everett on one of them shows and talked about blood, and he represent Raw Blow and OG Mac. And dudes was saying, when I think he was an adolescent at that time, and they was like, when he comes to adults, they gonna get with boy. He came to the adults with us. He wasn't a part of my hood. Dudes was saying that. When he came to population, he was good. When he came to adults and he came to the Bing with us in like 9-7, he was with us like 9-7, 9-8. Some was good. Dudes ain't do nothing. Some was good. You see what I'm saying? He's the first Sherm the Worm on the New York side of things is the first person I know that actually did a video in the 90s. There might have been other stuff that I don't really know about, but Sherm the Worm, while he was in adolescence, he did I think a Lisa Evers show in 1997 or 1997 or 1996, somewhere around that time, and he did a show, you know what I'm saying, talking about OG Mac and Rob Lowe and, you know, Don Moore in general. But like I said, we in the age of social media, bro. Nobody cares. It's in the music. It's in the movies. Dudes is doing interviews. Dudes doing their little blogs. Dudes just, you know, dropping their enemies and throwing their stuff up and talking about what these dudes is doing. Look at Philly, AR Ab and them. Dude just talking. Dude, this is what dudes do. This is the internet. And let me tell you something. If you're not built to handle that scrutiny or that level of pressure, because it's gonna be pressure. They're gonna be putting, it's gonna be pressure. You can get off the internet. It's that simple. Press delete. I don't want to do this no more. Delete. Kill it. It's that easy to it's that easy to kill it. And you ain't gotta worry about that no more. Right? I got dudes that be talking about me all the time, making videos about me all the time. Oh, I don't respond to these bozos. I don't respond to all these bozos. I'll respond to certain guys that's of my ilk that came from where I came from. I will speak up for people that I see is getting a bad rap or a bad name on the internet. And I'm here to entertain. I'm a funny dude. I'm going to entertain as well. You know, it's a level. No matter what you think or how you feel your content is, no matter what you saying, you could be up here talking science or whatever. It's entertainment once it comes on YouTube. Once it comes on TV, you are entertaining someone. You are an entertainer. You see what I'm saying? You are an entertainer. All of us are entertainers. A great example of that is some of the biggest podcasters are what? Right now, ex-rappers, Joe Buttons, Mav Hoppers. A lot of these guys is moving from that form of entertainment. Their career is over. They can't really make it. Now they're sitting on the couch and they talking, they're interviewing, they talking smack, they being funny, they're entertaining. They're entertaining. If you don't want to be entertainment, then you shouldn't be on the internet. Because you will be somebody's entertainment in one form or another. Whether they're trolling you, whether they're just laughing at your videos. Yo, I love you. I love to watch you. Your video is great. You're entertainment. You see what I'm saying? For the wise guys that's listening and that understand, check your gangster at the door. Because really, there's some gangsters on the internet. I'm just being honest. What we consider gangsters in popular culture in America, there's gangsters on the internet that's telling you exactly what they're doing on the internet, and they're going straight to jail. I'm just being honest. You heard? They are taking their gangster tales right back to jail. I'm just being honest. So it's definitely gangsters on the internet. They telling you what they're going to do. When they see you, they doing it, or they did it already, and they coming up in here, and they telling on themselves, and they going to jail. Just being honest. Might be dumb, but they're gangsters, right? The internet, obviously, is not going to be a place where you're going to be a success as a gangster. You're not going to have any success on the internet as a gangster. There's no success here. You heard? Academics, the biggest dudes on the internet is not gangsters. You heard? The biggest dudes on the internet is not gangsters. It's dudes that's going to tell on you as soon as possible. You heard? If not sooner. You see what I'm saying? The biggest dudes, yo, China, salute. Yo, the biggest dudes on the internet, they ain't the gangsters. The gangsters is just like in prison. The gangsters ain't getting no visits. Dudes is shitting on them. All they homies and all these dudes they bang for and risk their life for, they not coming to see them. The gangsters ain't getting no money. What are you talking about? They're not even good enough to articulate themselves to get a bag, to talk their way into some money. The gangsters, like, come on, bro. Like, as people from the street, wherever you might be at, it don't make a difference in the state. It don't make a difference in the place. The internet, the internet is a place for content. If you don't want to be content, don't come to the internet. When I came to the internet, I didn't understand it. I came with my chip on the shoulder. I'm going to fight everybody. What? Who said what? I'll meet you over here. Let's go over there. I had to check myself. I had to check myself and my attitude. I'm just being honest. You got Whack 100 on the West Coast. Every chance he get, he gonna say word to Pyru. All them dudes, them real Pyrus in the hood, they're like, he ain't Pyru. What you talking about? Come over here. What you mean you did? Who sanctioned you? This is the real dude talking. This is not my words. This is just me watching TV and learning information about the West Coast. They like, you not even official. Did his views, that Ben came out. Did Whack 100's views drop? They might have went up after that. His views might have went up after them dudes came out against him. They might have went up. Nobody really cares about that. You got a few dudes that can move busters. Is the internet goofy? Of course, it's entertaining. There's some real stuff up here, but it's entertainment. It's gonna be goofy. It's gonna be goofy dudes. There's gonna be dudes that's gonna say stuff to you from distances away because they not gangster. Yeah, they on their internet, on their couch, in their bed, talking reckless. Because they ain't gangster, they a content creator. Yo, we hold ourselves to the worst standards, you heard? We hold our peoples, the people that we know, we hold them to the worst standards, you heard? Everybody else is good, you heard? All the guys that, y'all street guys, the street guys, all the guys that told is good with y'all, right? All those guys is good with y'all. We hate all the content creators. They told the cops. We just telling the streets what they told the cops. Why would you be mad at that? Why would you be mad at that? I'm just being honest. The government already know. The government is in the gangs. We see that every time a new indictment come up. The government is already in the gangs. It was just a big bus around my way. I just seen a big bus that dude's been blogging on. I ain't blogging on it. But that's in my hood. That's on North. They call it, it's really Southeast Queens, but, you know, we call it North Side. That's what dudes call it from my way. I don't really call it. I mean, it is. They call it the North Side. They call it the North Side. It is what it is. Police said, we only locking up shooters. We not locking up regular dudes in a gang because they know some of those people in the gang is their CIs, their informants. Regular civilians just want to be down, like I said earlier in this video, and they not actively out here wilding on their communities. So they like, yo, we don't really got to worry about them. They working, they getting a check, they got families, they doing right. They just saying they this. In order for these dudes to lock you up, you have to commit a crime. If you're not committing no crimes, that's why a lot of cases get dismissed. We seeing you over there with 8 dudes and y'all all had red, so y'all going to jail. They can't do that no more. They can't do that no more. So they got to be precision, 100 man. Remember all them 100-man indictments in Harlem? 50, 60 people getting locked up in the Bronx, clearing out projects in Brooklyn. They stopped that. They got a new way. I keep telling y'all it's a new world order. I keep telling y'all that, right? They got a new way of policing. They got a new way of policing in these communities, bro. They finding the guys that's really doing the stuff and the guys that's leading them into doing the stuff. This is what they looking for now in these streets, yo. They don't care about everybody else that's just living their life and throwing up signs in their videos and trying to be down. They know these dudes ain't built like that. They know that. Them dudes probably had a good talk with those officers and let them know exactly what they was doing and exactly what you was doing. So they know them guys ain't built like that because they already talked to the proper authorities. Just being honest. I'm just being honest. You heard? They already talked to him. Nah, he's good. That guy's good. Leave him alone. leave him alone because, he in a bag. He in a bag. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I see this stuff going on, of course I don't like all kind of different content. I don't really subscribe to bad content when people is talking about kids and wives and mothers, and I don't do none of that. And I don't really subscribe to that. I don't follow nobody. I might unfollow you. I see you on that time too much. You talking about, kids. And if you're a content creator, if you're a woman and you going back and forth with dudes and talking about dudes and dudes going back, then you putting yourself out there for that. You become the content. Same difference. But me personally, I don't never be arguing with no women, and it's just not me to be arguing with women up here and going back and forth. I would never do that. That's never gonna happen. Some of these fake gangsters I'll be exposing, and when they come at me and I'll be exposing them if they, got these fake personas, and I know they fake. Some more fakes. I ain't exposed them yet, but it's some more, right? But really, when I came out here, I already checked my gangster in prison. I got checked in prison. Left that there. Let me leave this right here, because only thing this is going to do is if I bring this gangster if I bring this type of gangster back to the community with me, then that gangster's going to bring me right back. So let me leave that right here. Wow. Let me leave this when I'm giving away all my hygiene products, when I gave away my soap, when I gave away my clothing in prison, you give away your stuff. I gave away stamps, cigarettes, I had a bunch of stuff. Radios, here, you want the Walkman, homie? Here. You got son, I need a hot pot. You got the hot pot. You got my Walkman. You got this. I got mad books. You get the books. You get that. I left that gangster with that, you heard? Listen, take this gangster too. You gonna need this in here in the trenches. Take this gangster. I'm going to get some money. I'm going to get some vagina. I'm going to get different things out there. We don't got that. We don't got too much of that in here and here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much money. There's no vagina in here. I'm going to get that. Y'all keep the gangster. You heard? I'm just being honest. You heard? I'm just being honest. I came out here with working skills. I came out here, with speaking skills. I came out here, with new values and new ways for me to last out here. Right? But we are the ones that are hold to the different standard than everybody else. All those rats around you, all these guys that y'all know did bad, y'all hold them down. But the guys that just like me just come on the internet and talk like some of y'all, because we talk about each other all the time up here. Talk the same content, do the same thing as y'all hold us to a different standard. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I got away from the streets. A lot of the guys that are in the streets, because it's all hypocritical. The codes, a lot of the stuff that I live by was created by, when I was Damu, it was started by a dude that told. That's the facts. That before he started Damu on the East Coast. I'm just being honest. Did he build a juggernaut? Did he build a power structure that's affecting these communities now? Did he build something that was terrorizing the prison system? Yeah, he did. He was charismatic. He was smart. He knew how to motivate and recruit people. Just being honest. But he told, which he told us not to do in the stuff that he made. Probably the first or second code is like, don't tell. Like, if you knew you did bad, you could at least put that, you could have not put that in there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. And we still pushing, a lot of us, because I'm not, but we still pushing stuff. We still pushing doctrines that we know came from a dude that was no good. I'm being honest, bro. We still pushing doctrines that we know came from a dude that was no good, bro. I'm being honest. Had no ties to the West Coast. I'm being honest. Probably never been to California. I'm being honest. We still repped. Forget it. That's him. We doing us. We gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes made connections to the West. Some dudes say, yo, we on New York time. Forget the West. This is what we doing over here. This us now. We here. We doing this. This is what we doing. But what we still doing is we hold ourselves to different standards than we hold to everybody else. We hypocrites. We hypocrites, yo. We hypocrites, bro. And that's the whole thing, man. We in the internet age, bro. That's over. That cat is out the bag. You had too many active and inactive, and now you got the dudes that told too. So you got the gangsters, you got the dudes that used to be gangsters, and you got the dudes that told on the gangsters, and everybody's on the internet telling everything. Everybody's on the internet telling everything. From the East Coast to the West Coast to the South to Chicago to Philly, up everywhere. Everybody's telling everything. They tell you their lives. They tell you their stories. Why should anybody be held to a different standard? React. I want to hear reactions. I want to hear videos about this. Talk about this. Talk about your big homie was on the internet. Your real big homie, while he was active, was on the internet talking blood stuff, talking gang stuff, giving out rules, getting dudes hit, going to jail, and doing all this stuff. Why we ain't talking about him? Why is he still official? Why we still jacking them? I'm just being honest. Why we still jacking them? Why we still jacking them? If that's the code. I don't care about that. I think stories should be told, so it's our historical facts. You gotta have historical facts that's passed down. I'm not against that. Us telling a 20-year-old story, telling us the struggles of our peoples and what we went through in prison. Homies already told me, like, yo, Mikey B, you gotta tell our story. You know how to write. I'm not as articulate as you, but you gotta tell our story. This is real dudes that's active in there. Just being honest, bro. Y'all hypocrites, bro. Y'all hypocrites, bro. And if I gotta be the conscience, I'm gonna be that. If I gotta be the conscience, if I gotta be the community conscience, I'm gonna be that. Because y'all hypocrites. Y'all hypocrites, bro. Y'all hypocrites, and a lot of y'all did bad, and I know about it. And a lot of y'all did bad, and I know about it. Come on, y'all hypocrites, bro. Y'all hypocrites, bro. Stand on something. Stand firm. Stand on something. Stand on something. Come up here on the internet, make your content. Cuba, salute. I'm just being honest, bro. Stand on something. Because y'all not standing on, the stuff y'all supposed to be doing. All kind of rules is being broken. Everybody turning a blind eye. All kind of rules is broken. All right. I ain't do this, but I did a little bit of this. I'm just being honest. This is what dudes is coming to the internet and telling us now. Stuff that we didn't know. I'm just being honest. Stuff that I didn't know. Speculations that are solidified and being acknowledged. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad for nobody for telling their story. I don't feel no kind of way. You see what I'm saying? Dudes just telling their real life story. Do you. Do you. That's your story. That's your life. Do you. Right? But these same dudes is coming up here and telling other people's stories too. And I didn't put no names in this because this is not about the Chinas and the male crosses. This is a collective for the community of urban people across America. Street life across America. That's why I put what I put in the in the title. New York City, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, Boston. That's up, down, across. I should have put Detroit. I should have put other places. But I put Chicago to represent the Midwest. This is going on all over. This is going all over. People hate the truth. People hate the truth. But come on, bro. Like, y'all told the sets. Y'all told the codes. Y'all told the structure. Y'all told how it started. Y'all told who your big homies was. Y'all told. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm being honest. I think certain things should be known. I think real information should come out so the next generation can have real information to proceed on, to move on. This was wrong. This was a lie. That information needs to be out there. We need to know that. Whatever street life, whatever you're a part of, they need to know that stuff. Knowledge is power. We learned that in the basics. Knowledge is power. When we give them knowledge, we empowering the peoples. That's what we doing. This is what I went through, homie. You know what I'm saying? This is my story. Don't go down my path. Watch dudes, watch this, watch that. That's what elders, OGs supposed to be doing. Right? Not throwing rocks and hiding your hand. Not being a hypocrite on the internet and pushing false doctrine in the community. Let me tell you something. I respect the gangsters. And I'm not saying, I'm not promoting violence with that. I'm not, and I don't want you, because I don't want that against. I respect a dude that's gonna tell you the real. Yo, this is what I'm on, like Blue Boy. This is what I'm on, 60 years old. I'm Crip. It is what it is. This is my life. I respect that over a dude that'll throw their rock and hide their hand. These dudes, I respect that. Because you in it, you are what you are, you did what you did, and you're going to just take the consequences of your acts. Those consequences might not be good, but a kid can learn the lessons for that. A kid can learn the lessons from that. Because they can show you, you could say, right now to a kid, you could say, Blue Boy is a real gangster, and look what that got him. 50 years of his life in prison. He got 12 life. He did 37 years, but he did 37. And he got 12 to life now. That's 50 years, bro. That is 50 years of his life, bro. 50 years? That's what real gangsters get. Jail time on top of jail time on top of jail time. That or the cemetery. Or both. After you do the jail time, you going straight to the cemetery. You ain't going nowhere else. Or both. That's a cautionary tale. That's a cautionary tale. You want to be like Blue Boy? You want to be, I can't come up there and see you in Clinton. I can't come up there. We don't got the money to bring you packages. You want to be in there starving? It's good that we giving them this information. It's just how you share information. It's how you impart information is how people get it. Right? I can tell you my story where I shot the most dudes in my hood. You know what I'm saying? We was beefing with these dudes up the way. You know what I mean? I used to run down every night, bang it out. You know what I'm saying? I could be up here telling my story different. I could be up here telling my story different, bro. I could be up here telling my story different, bro. It's in the streets and it's with the rappers. I could be up here telling my story differently, bro. I'm just being honest, bro. I could be up here giving you my life from a different perspective, bro. I could be up here trying to sensationalize it, giving you bits and pieces of a bunch of shootouts I had in my community. I could be up here doing that, bro. I choose not to because I don't want to promote that, and I don't want to make that a badge of honor. I don't want to kids from around my way. These kids, like just like them Crips you seen that got locked up. That's in my hood. Kids from around my way. They doing some of the same stuff that we did when we was younger with some of the same guys we did it against. We not even beefing with them no more. They beefing with some. I'm hearing my friends, my day ones, they telling me like, yo, you got to talk to these kids, man. These kids, they all down there fighting with these kids. And these, so they continuing a beef that we don't even got no more. I see dudes outside in Queens now, and salute to them because they real. Salute to them. Salute to the guys that I had beef with back in the days because they salute to them, right? And they still carrying on. We don't even got problems. I'm seeing these guys out. Yo, what up? Let's get some money with the music. Yo, what you doing? Now we doing this, that, and the third. What's up, bro? We can get together. We can link up. We can do some things. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing. This is what's going on out here. And I know they official because every time when I used to see them back in the days, it went down. It went down from my end or it went down from theirs. So when we see each other now, eye to eye, and we look in each other's eyes, we know who we are. Your enemy know you better than anybody. I don't consider them enemies anymore. But your enemy knows you better than anybody. Men, they stood up. I stood up. We stood up. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. And it's over. We stood on that. We know it's over. We know for a fact it's over because we all know what kind of time we was on. We all know what kind of time we was on. The streets of Queens know what kind of time we was on. You understand what I'm saying? South side know that. North side know that. They know what kind of time we was on out there. So when we see each other, it's respect. It's mutual respect. Everybody moved on, changed their life. You know what I'm saying? We all got scars. A lot of us got, almost every dude in my crew got holes in them. A lot of them got holes in them too. I'm just being honest. Almost every dude in my crew got holes in them. Almost every dude. It's about 3 of us that don't. Out of the ones that didn't get killed. Out of the 6 or 7 that didn't get killed. So look, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. So when I come to y'all with this information, when I come to y'all with this content, it's never from a point. It's never from a point. Yo, Crenshaw in here. That's right. West Side, LA's in here. LA in here. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff where we got all our gangster stuff from that we repping in New York. LA's in here. Pay homage. But I'm being honest. I'm being honest. You don't hear none of the guys coming up here. You already know. Love to the West Coast, man. Love to LA, man. You know, you don't hear them guys coming out against me saying, yo, he he got hit over here, he did that. You don't hear none of that. Why you think, I've been on the internet for about 4 years now. Why you think you ain't hear none of that? Where's them stories at? Just being honest, yo. Listen, son did bad. I'm being honest, bro. We gotta be content creators, man. We up here creating content. And like I said, I know there is a overlap of internet and gangster. There is an overlap. Because you know you got some real guys coming up here telling their stories. And they're being trolled too. The real guys is being trolled too. You know what I'm saying? The Blue Boys, the Mel Crosses, the real guys, a lot of these, they're being trolled. You know what I mean? I don't consider myself, I'm not saying myself because I don't consider myself on a gangster no more. I'm just a dude out here working and doing the right thing. Just a, a soldier for the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be a soldier. I'm always going to be a soldier. So, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a soldier. Yo, salute, Ascari. So that's just a perspective, man. We got to check that. You got to check our gangsters at the door when we come to this YouTube. I had to check who I was. I had to check I had to check my temperament. Boogie Black, salute. I had to check my temperament when I came to the internet. I had to check my temperament. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't crash out over some goofy internet dude. You see what I'm saying? These dudes is goofy. It's a bunch of, we seeing these dudes going in their pockets. They making videos about homies and they live in these hoods, Brooklyn, in these areas, in the Bronx and Manhattan, and dudes is running down and they hoeing up. Dudes is running down, they hoeing up. What you got in your pockets? Would you apologize to the big homie? You said such and such about the big homie, right? Yo, listen, bro, I apologize. Tell him to leave me alone, bro. I'm just a content creator. Please. We seen this stuff up here. We seen some content creators try to go to certain areas and get beat all around, beat around the spot. We seen that. That's on YouTube. That's up here. We can Google that. Content creators that got their ass kicked. Content creators that got ran down on. They up here. YouTubers that got ran down on. They up here. It's all kind of videos from this section. It's from this section. Recent history. We have seen these apologies from dudes running down on these dudes. Apologize to the big fool. What you said now? Yo, sorry. I didn't really mean that. I'm just trying to help my grandmother with the bills. I don't got no money. I got to do something. I'm just doing content. You heard? Yo, People's 212, you already know. I'm just doing content. All right, what you got in your pockets? We giving that to the big homie. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy out here, but we got to check it, man. Because really, I don't want to see nobody hurt over content. I don't want to see nobody. And this is just real talk. I don't care if you talked about me or not. I'm talking about me too, myself. Because dudes done drag me through the streets of YouTube. Yeah, they dragged me. They dragged me through the streets of YouTube. They was putting me on all kind of summer jam screens. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my wife, my family knows me. My real friends, everybody knows me. The streets really know me. So really, I don't care what these dudes are saying up here. Get your content. But I'm not going to react to everybody. I'm not just talking to them dudes. Get your content. Make your content. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that you wouldn't say this to me. I'm just being honest. Outside of the realm of this, this screen, everybody knows that you wouldn't be saying this to me, talking to me like this. You know what I'm saying? So these are just some of the things, like, come on, man, like, can't crash out over this, you know what I'm saying? And this is directly to my bro Mel Cross. Can't crash out over this stuff, bro. Once you get on YouTube, then once you get on once you get on this apparatus, bro, you open yourself up. You open yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You open, and my brother's Moshe, he's not on here because of some of that. You know what I'm saying? Dude started, son is a great dude. Moshe's out there doing great work in Brooklyn, and dude is talking about him on the internet. How you talk about a dude like him? Even me, Moshe is militant. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more goofy, a little bit more entertainment than Moshe. I'm just being honest, you heard? My son is militant. Yo, we had a video shoot. Bro came to the video shoot, was praying at the video shoot in Brooklyn on the streets, bro. Like, homie is on his deem, homie is on his time, and dudes came up here on the internet and talked about him. Dudes talked about him, bro. So, it's like, come on, man. We got families out here. We got people out here. We got real things to talk about. If you crash out If you crash out for anybody, you are saying, if you crash out over an internet dude, then you are saying that that dude is more important than your family. None of y'all dudes is more important than that woman upstairs. You heard? None of y'all lames is more, because y'all dudes is lames. Dudes done ran through y'all dudes in prison. Some of them literally got ran through in prison. Hey, yo, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Dudes done ran through these dudes in prison. You got Scarface, pincushion dudes up here. You could tell they had a hard time. You heard? And it's like, come on, bro. Why would I can see if I was, this is the first time nobody never got with dudes got with you. Dudes got with dudes. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be a bozo to crash out over one of these lames because you saying that person is more important than your family, than your success, than everything that you got going on and work for it to this point. Everything I worked for and got going on to this point is he worth my house, the mortgage, the cars I got, all the stuff that we doing, future success, anything you got coming up in the future. You are saying, if you crash out, you are saying that person is worth more than all of that. You are saying that person is worth more than all of that. These internet lames is worth more than your family, worth more than your kids, like worth more than your success, worth more than seeing your being free to bury your elders. Like, come on, bro. We gotta wise up. We gotta think, bro. That's what I'm saying, China. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get a different perspective, man. We got to get a different perspective, man. All of us, you know what I'm saying? And I know some things hit close to home. And I know dudes do some things. And I'll be seeing some things on the internet that be going on. And I'll be like, yo, I don't know how I would handle that. Me and my wife, like recent stuff that we have been seeing on the internet, me and my wife have spoke on this stuff. And she said the same thing. Like, you an idiot if you do certain things for stuff that's going on the internet. But certain stuff to us is sacred. Certain stuff is sacred. And I understand that. Families, kids, wives, certain things are sacred, right? But once you start bringing stuff to the internet, once you start bringing content to the internet, then you are opening yourself up for other people to talk about the content. You are opening yourself for other people to talk. A lot going on TV. Yo, salute to Cosmology Bay and Smitty Brent, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the brothers. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not down in one person and bigging on another person up. I'm just saying all of us, we got to be thinking. It's a thinker's man's game. Let's not have people. This is what like guides my path. So y'all understand. This is what guides my path. When I come to reach a goal, I'm not gonna allow nobody to stop me from reaching that goal. I wrote books. When I did all these stuff, when I did all these things that I did and made these successful ventures in my life, getting free out of prison, I would not allow nothing or nobody or nothing that was going on around me to stop me from hitting my point. I'm not going to let you change the direction of my life. When you do that, when you crash out, you are letting this dude, whoever, woman, man, girl, whoever, change the direction of whatever your goals was. I can't let you kill my dreams. I can't let you kill the dreams of me and my family and the things that we want to do together. I can't let you kill that. I can't let you do that. Because that's what I will be doing. I will willfully be letting you destroy my future, destroy my goals, destroy my plans, bro. And it took too many years for me to get back here to do this. It took too much struggle for my family, for my wife, for my friends. It took too much struggle for us to get back, for me to get back here to this position. I respect it. I know I'm blessed to be back here with some of the stuff that I had in my life. Some of the things, the acts that I committed when I was a kid in the community. You understand what I'm saying? For them to give me for them to give some of us a second shot is a blessing from God. I'm telling you, the stuff that we did, look at Blue Boy. When you hear Blue Boy came back, look at, a lot of these guys that y'all hearing, y'all see them on internet and y'all think they're a regular dude on internet like everybody else, but they not. These dudes was the real wolves. When you hear bad vibes, when you hear, these guys out here chilling, I respect that. The man dudes. When you hear about these dudes, they went to prison for some stuff. They made the news. A lot of this stuff is, y'all don't even know that. And I hear y'all up here talking about BV, y'all talking about this dude. Y'all is crazy. I'm like, yo, these dudes is crazy on the internet. I'm just being honest, and I know people don't care and everybody think they're the toughest person, but it's always somebody tougher than you, There's always somebody tougher than you, I'm just being honest. It's always somebody willing to go. It's always somebody, you'll go this far. You got somebody, you'll go this far. You got somebody willing to go all the way. You see what I'm saying? You might be like, yo, I'm going to pull up, I'm going to fight this dude. And he might be like, I'm a cap. When this dude pull up, I'm capping him. I'm just being honest. The records of these dudes, the real, I ain't gonna, yo, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all. If you got goals, put them blinders on like a horse. Don't let nothing or nobody stop you from reaching your goals. I don't care. It's all kind of dudes that's talking about me on the internet. This dude's talking about me all the time in the comments, at shows. My name is in them. They tagging me if they can, because I be blocking a lot of these dudes. They can't tag me. I'm blocking it. I don't even want to hear it. I'm not responding to these bozos. I'm not going to respond. I understand YouTube. You got dudes with more subs than me talking about me. You got a dude, Gully. I be hearing him talking about me. What you talk? These dudes is bozo. I don't even respond to that. I never made a Gully TV, and I was into that at one time. Keep going back and forth with dudes, and, because it's entertainment, so I was entertaining dudes that I was linked up with, the 10 toes, and you hear me going back and forth with disco with certain dudes. Yo, listen. We got to stay on content. Once you get on your content, once you get on certain stuff, it's like, stay on it, bro. Stay on y'all stuff, you know what I'm saying? And for a lot of the smaller content creators, because there's some bigger content creators, they don't want us to get big. They don't want smaller content creators to take their spot. A lot of these dudes see you coming up, you getting these stories, you getting certain things. They're going to try to block you out. They're going to try. They're going to try to block you out. They're going to try to get you off content because for some reason, these dudes they got to feel if you come up, it's going to take a view from them. Or they just trying to get their name in your algorithm. So when their videos come up, when your video come up, theirs pop up too. It's a lot of that goes on. These bigger content creators try to come at us and do that to keep us down, to get us off content, to get us unfocused. Case in point, just being honest. Mel Cross, about 2 weeks ago, he said he was coming back to YouTube. Now he's going through all of this. He's not, he had a show. He got a co-host. I don't see that now. You know what I mean? Yo, appreciate you, Stacy Galore. Salute. Support independent melanated content creators. Appreciate you, Stacy Galore. But this is what we are facing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know certain things are personal and certain things, are a little bit more serious than others. I understand that as well. But we came here for a reason. We came here to create content. We came here to make money. We came here, we came here as a business. What kind of business is this? I'll be seeing glizzies. What kind of store? They throwing glizzies in here. It's glizzies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They spitting at the screens. You know what I'm saying? What kind of store is this? What kind of business is this in America? Yo, I'll be seeing some of these shows, bro. Dudes is arguing with like 8 women. Dudes is talking about some other Diddy stuff on here. I'm like, yo, what is they talking about on here? What kind of business is this business? This is a bad business right here. Yo, whoever wrote this business plan, please don't introduce me to him, yo. This business ain't going nowhere. This content, I don't even know what kind of content this is, yo. I don't even know what to call this. I don't even know what to call this content. Yo, Bad Bob, salute. Yo, no, we don't even know what to call this content right here, yo. But yo, man, we gotta stay on point, man. We gotta stay on point, man. You know what I'm saying? And people is telling their stories, man. People is giving you their lives up here. Respect it. You know what I'm saying? Respect it. Try to, respect it. You know what I'm saying? I know some people is not. You got goofy dudes up here. You got goofy dudes that don't care up here. Respect it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact, I like to see, dudes telling their stories and dudes getting paid for it. Get some money. Yo, listen, man. They getting paid for our story. They telling our stories and getting paid for our stories. I would like to see dudes get paid for their own stories. Get paid for your story, bro. Get your money. Get some bread. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of opportunities out here. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all guys are articulate. You know what I mean? Get, work on your craft. Get better instruments. Get better microphones. Get, your laptops. Really get to your bag, man. Really start getting to your money, you heard? Like, boy, they had me like that for a while. I can't front. I'm just being honest, you heard? I was up here mad as... They had me madder than when I first was up here on the YouTube and they started talking about me, I was mad as... I know they was like, yo, dudes was calling me. A lot of dudes was contacting me like, yo, bro, chill, I know how you are. A lot of people contacted me, you heard? Word up, a lot of people contacted me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a passionate dude. That's why I was able to. I'm a heavily spiritual dude. I got strong will, and that's how I was able to overcome so much. Yeah, we went to war, right, China? Yo, China, dudes is mad that I deal with you being that we went to war. But it is what it is. Just like I went to war in them streets, and when I see them dudes ain't nothing no more. You gotta move on. You can't hold on to everything. Dudes want me to hold a grudge, and it's me and China, we lit forever. That's what dudes want to do. He called you this, he called you that. So what? I called him this, I called him that. So what? Next story. Move on. Like, come on, bro. We got to move on, man. We got to have thick skin, bro. We up here to create content and get some dollars. Let's stay on, you know what I'm saying? Now, we created good, funny content. China came back, apologized. After that, he threw some more glizzies. He was wilding. Bro, at first, I don't take none of that. I don't take none of this internet seriously, bro. I cannot take it seriously. I cannot take this stuff seriously, bro. I cannot. I know it's goofiness. There's a bunch of goofiness up here. Some of it is on me. I made a superhero. I made a whole YouTube superhero. You know what I'm saying? Bad Mikey. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. And that was just me poking fun at myself and at the internet. You know what I'm saying? That character Bad Mikey that I created is just another character. You know what I'm saying? We love great characters. We love superheroes. I made one up. We creative like that. We can make content. We can make things funny. And Like I said, certain things ain't funny and certain things shouldn't be taken for a joke. I'm just being honest. But once you put these stories on the internet, once you put yourself out there, then you are opening yourself up for comments. It's a whole section on YouTube, comments, comment section. At least if you don't want people to talk about you, at least turn the comments off. At least turn the comments off if you don't want to hear it. You don't gotta like it. Like for the most part, if you don't curse in my comments and it's not too disrespectful, I'm gonna leave your comment up there. I might not like it. I might not even say that I responded to it, but I'm gonna leave it up there if it's not crazy. You see what I'm saying? Because we all deserve to have our opinions be heard. That's what comments is for. And that's why I leave a lot of comments up there. Dudes just calling me goofy, dudes be calling me clowns, all kind of different stuff. I'll leave it up there. You heard? Right. But they watching. That's the crazy thing, China. Look, they don't like the content. They still watching right now, steaming. I hate Bad Mikey. I hate Bad Mikey. He mess with China. He know China dissed everybody. China lied on people. This is what I hear every day. I hear this on videos. How he gonna mess with him? How he... Come on, man. Get to the content. Get to the content. Your content is talking about Bad Mikey B. Get to the content. You know what I'm saying? Get to the content, you heard? I'm not tripping off you lames, man. You know what I'm saying? We face to face. I see you in traffic. It's a little different. But, I'm not tripping off these lames. I'm not tripping off no lames on the internet. You don't got to worry about me sneaking up on you in your hood. I'm looking for you. I'm not looking for no busters, bro. I'm not trying to line nobody up. I'm not into that at all, bro. I'm into making money and living a good life. That's what I'm into. I'm into eating good. I got a nice coffee right here. Drinking good coffee. Lattes. Right, Jess Eric? Eat. No freaky. I'm into eating. Eating good. You know what I'm saying? Nice cars. I'm trying to, more houses, more. I'm trying to come up in America. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to create that generational wealth. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is about, bro. All the rest of that stuff, man, I ain't with that, man. I ain't with that, you heard? I ain't with that. You know what I mean? I ain't with that. I ain't pushing no false gangster doctrine out here so dudes can follow some stuff and mess their life up while I'm chilling at home. You got all these fake... And let me tell you something. Like I said, it's some real gangsters on the internet, but you got a lot of fake ones too. Telling these little kids to do all this stuff and they in the house. Eating popcorn, hiding out. Never see these dudes nowhere. Never see some of these dudes nowhere. I know dudes that done had hoods, never pop out nowhere. These dudes is ghosts. But they pushing all these kids out there to do all this nonsense, and they ain't do nothing in 30 years or nothing at all. Lie to you. Come on, bro. Y'all better wise up. Y'all better wise up. Y'all better wise up. Word up. Y'all better wise up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better wise up. Real talk, man. Y'all better wise up, man. And fast. You know what I mean? And fast. Wise up, man. Wise up. I love to see, the Mel Crosses out here, the Moshes, the guys that I was in the trenches with, the Pee-wees, the bad vibes, the guys I really rub shoulders with in the mountains, even the Blue Boys. Even though, everybody, Blue Boy, all these guys that even whoever you consider op. I love to see the people out here, man, doing good. I see people in the communities. I be, bumping into dudes, and be kicking with dudes, watching dudes on the internet. Some dudes in different states and different places. I love to see dudes out here eating and living good lives. You know what I'm saying? Because only we know what we really came from, you heard? Even Pimp, Stutter, You know, we went through whatever we went through, but I don't mind them dudes out here living good or doing what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Our stories is our stories. Our past is what our past. Whatever we did, we did. But I love to see all these dudes out here, all these, you know, dudes out here living and having an opportunity to argue on the internet. You know, to make a couple dollars. Pimp is up here arguing and making money. Just being honest. He ain't hurting nobody. You might be hurting some feelings, but he ain't hurting nobody. I'm just saying, he up here talking, throwing glizzies or whatever he do, speaking gibberish. He trying to get to a couple dollars like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be hypocritical of me. It'd be hypocritical of me to say anything different. I want to see everybody successful, bro. No matter what we've been through. I want to see dudes be successful, bro. I'm not a hater, and that's why I always do good. I'm always coming out on top of situations, bro, because that's how I really feel. You see what I'm saying? If you put bad energy out into the universe, you ain't gonna do nothing but get it back to yourself. That's gonna come back to you. All you doing is calling that on yourself. You calling death on people. You calling, you know, it might not happen directly to you, but it might happen to somebody in your family, your friend, or somebody close. All you doing is calling that on yourself. So I only call out good things, man. I only call out, no matter who it's for, no matter who, you know, no matter what they might have said or what they might have did. I want to see people be successful. And that's why I'm successful, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm living a good life with my family, and we doing good out here. And, you know, regardless of what turns we make or what might happen, we always fall on our feet and we always land in a good position. You see what I'm saying? Because I changed my morals and my values. It's an algorithm in the universe. I tapped into that algorithm, you know what I'm saying? You can't expect to throw out all bad energy and get back good. You can't expect that in the universe. Don't never think you're going to do a bunch of badness and get goodness in return. You see what I'm saying? Don't never think that you're going to throw out a bunch of badness and get goodness in return. I'm just being honest, you heard? Yo, I'm trying. Yo, some people, though, you know what I'm saying? Tiny let loose. Some people is doing it in the city, but, you know, we got the same struggles. You know, it's a lot. We going the same struggles in New York that y'all going through in L.A. Same thing. Ain't no difference. Different culture a little bit, you know, different slang, but it's all the same, you heard? It's all the same. We all going through the same struggles, man. But, you know, for the wise, if you wanna come up, then you gotta just think good thoughts. You gotta plan, you gotta, you know, set goals for yourself, vision boards, you know, write your business plan down, because once you take it out of your mind and you bring it into the world, in your head it's just a thought. It's only a thought. And thoughts are things. Thoughts are things if you think deeply. But once you take it out of the spiritual world, because your spirit, it's the spirit in here. Your spirit is in here. In your mind, this is your spirit. This is your energy. Once you take it out of here and you make it a tangible thing, even if it's a written sentence in the world, you now brought that goal into the world. That was the first step of you actually accomplishing it. I don't care if you write it on the wall, write it on a piece of paper. I want this next year. I want that next year on this date. It'll come to you. You know what I'm saying? You'll get these things. You know, you know these things are happening for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff me and my wife is doing out here. We didn't have the finance to do it when I was in prison, but we knew what we wanted. We planned for these things and they all came to us. Houses, cars, we planned all this stuff. We didn't have this stuff when I was in prison. We had a struggle. We were struggling a little bit, even though we had help from family and friends. We were struggling. But with our combined wills and our deep thoughts and our goal-setting abilities and strategies and our good energy, we got all those things. We got all those things, and we got them the honest way. We got them the right way. You see what I'm saying? So all you got to do is tap in. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do is tap in and you know, whatever you want to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop hating on each other. We got to stop hating on each other. Even when me and Pimp did that show, where we was talking, because we was going back and forth on the internet, you know, and really, you know, me and Pimp, we from Queens, and we really from a different time. We really from a different era. You know what I'm saying? So for me to keep, pushing anything against him. He might show a shot at me here and there, but for me to keep pushing the agenda against him, it becomes oppressive. It's like I'm trying to oppress him on the internet, and I'm not really trying to do that. I'm not, we got jokes, he got jokes, I got jokes, you know what I mean? But I really set that up so we can make amends and move on. My show, his show, but he went to the same, we brought our communication to a higher level when we sat down with each other and spoke as men, right? With no glizzies, no nonsense, no mookness, no nothing. Just really real stories, real answering questions, real stuff, right? This is what we did. This is what I did with that. Pimp kept it in the gutter after our show, and this is when I'm like, I can't mess with you because as the people that we are, where we came from, with our stature in the community that we came from, right? It's beneath us what we doing. It's beneath us, right? So we came together, we did the show, asked any questions, get it all out. But he wanted to hold. If you go back and watch the video with me and Pimp, he wanted to hold on to things so he can use them later on. He came into it with dishonest intentions. Look at the video. He tried to not clear the slate and ask all the questions there so he could what? Later on come back and use these to snipe and to keep sniping and to lie. You understand? And to hold on to garbage. So that's when I had to break. I said, yo, you're not even ready. You're not even ready to communicate on this level. Your mind is bad. You see what I'm saying? Your mind is bad. You know what I mean? Pimp go to the island right now. They gonna smash Pimp. And I'm just being honest. I ain't they get Pimp in there, all that stuff he doing up here, some of this stuff he doing up here, he ain't gonna be in trouble. I'm just being honest, bro. A lot of dudes on this internet see that Rikers Island, see that up north again, they ain't gonna have a problem. They ain't gonna have a problem, yo. I'm just being honest. I know how them dudes think in the mountains, bro. I was there for a lot of years. And let me tell you something. Them dudes that's up there now is worse than me. They are worse than me, bro. I didn't do certain things. I had a certain moral standing when I would, I was honorable and, I would stop things. I wouldn't let everything happen. Even Stutter tells a story of him trying to shoot a godfather of the UBN. He said, I stopped him. But why wouldn't I? If y'all got your own beef, why would I let you sneak somebody like that? Why would I stand around and be your big homie and let a dude sneak another dude when y'all supposed to be gangsters? Y'all supposed to look each other in the eye, man to man, and go 31. Why would I let you sneak a dude, bro? Why would I let you sneak a dude that's supposed to be my brother? That's supposed to be our brother. Why would I let you shoot him? This is stuff I didn't stand for. They showing you the characters of who we were. We are, yo, Cross, what's up? Salute. They showing you the characters of who we were. Why would I let you? He's mad that I ain't trying to put homie name on the internet. My son put his name on the internet. But he's mad that I didn't allow him to shoot another godfather of the UBN. He's mad at me for that. When they didn't, for one, wasn't no rat stuff on his name in Elmira till they shot him. I didn't know about none of that. So that's a lie. Whatever, they was beefing. They was arguing on politic times. They was supposed to just shoot 31. That's where we came up from. All of them guys that was with me that was on that time, they were supposed to shoot 31. If you got a problem with him, pull him up. Y'all go over there and y'all shake it out. Whether it be with gun to gun, with the hands, or whatever. But he was scared of that. He was supposed to call homie out, and if he would have called him out, he would have had to step out there for a 31. I don't talk about all this stuff because I don't want to bring this stuff to the internet. I don't want to even go backtrack on certain things. But I'm going to answer to these things if dude is talking about that. But who would I be? Who would I be if I let you just shoot another godfather and I know for a fact, it ain't right and exact. He talked about me and Tankhead and whatever me and Tankhead had. When Tankhead pulled up on that hood, Tankhead apologized to us. Tankhead apologized to us. I ain't gonna tell you what we talked about or how we was gonna deal or how I was gonna deal with Tankhead at that time and what we did and what was going on amongst us. Tankhead came humbly to the hood and to the homies and apologized. Why would I have and dudes and the homies accepted it? The big homies accepted it. Why would I do something to Tankhead? Why would I sneak Tankhead? Tankhead know what it was when he pulled in a spot. He know what it is. He knew what it was. And the homies knew what it was. They know they know what I was gonna do. Tankhead know what I was gonna do. Tankhead apologized. Tankhead pulled up and apologized to the hood and to the homies. Don't get it messed up. Don't think any of that stuff went unanswered. What you mean? What time of time you think we was on? Tankhead apologized. Tankhead pulled up to the and apologized. Tankhead apologized. And we accepted it. And he said he was wrong. As brothers, you're going to have disagreements. Some things are going to come out, and that's how it's dealt with. If the homies in the U ain't talked to me, then everything would have went different. If the homies in the U ain't tell me to stand down, then things would have been different. If the homies in the U ain't say hear him out, homie was in a box for all them years, let's not treat him like that because we had the power. We had the power over him because we was there. This is how we treated brothers. We gave brothers the opportunity to make amends. I'm just being honest. And I'm not shooting at Tankhead, free Tankhead. That's not a shot. I'm just giving you real history because these dudes is up here talking about that on the internet. They up here talking about that on the internet. I'm just clearing the facts. I'm just clearing the facts. When he came, he apologized to UBN. As an independent said, he came to Shawanga and apologized to UBN. And we accepted it. That was that. I'm being honest, bro. And that's how we handle things. I'm just giving you a real story from things that's on the internet to confirm these communications that I'm giving you. I'm just giving you that. They apologized to us. The homies, when I talked to them, they said, yo, listen, he talked about me too, or us too. You ain't the only one, Mikey B, he talked about. Just being honest, bro. Homie was in the box for mad years. He's like, yo, listen, we accepted that he was good in the hood. So other things happened. He was good with us in the hood for about a year, maybe a year and a half. I don't even know how long he was there. He was there with us for a little while, though, until, other things transpired. But like I said, when he pulled up, he apologized. Stutter Diamonds wasn't in the jail. Stutter's lying. He was not there when he pulled up. He came after Tankhead. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. So, of course, as people, we got to be able to make amends for a lot of stuff that we did that we know is wrong. No matter what level that be on. Everything don't gotta, some of the biggest dudes that I see have beef, everything don't gotta end in bloodshed. Everything don't gotta end like that. You could check a dude in a different way. You could accept apologies. And I apologize to Pimp for starting the beef when he got in my inbox. But he be talking gibberish, and I didn't understand why he was in my inbox, and I started that situation with us. I apologize for that. Not the actual things I was saying, you heard? I apologize for that. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I understand there's a lot of clowns and there's a lot of goofies. And I don't expect them to hold it how we hold it. I don't expect them to stand how we stand. I don't expect them to do that. Because they not me. They not you, Mel Cross. We were the bad vibes, the male crosses. We were the top of the line, the top of the echelon. We were some of the trends. We were the moles. Obviously, they didn't bang like us. They didn't move like us. They weren't like us because they didn't reach the heights that we did in Damu. Obviously, they wasn't like us. That's easy to see that. I'm just being honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. That ain't nothing. Like I said, a lot of these conversations, I didn't bring this stuff to the internet. These dudes just talking. These dudes just, I'm just answering unanswered questions on real time. On real timing. You see what I'm saying? But understand that. What kind of dude would I be if I let a dude under me sneak another dude that's a top of the line dude in what I rep? What kind of dude am I? What kind of brother am I? I'm just being honest, yo. What kind of brother am I? What kind of brother would I have been? And that's what everybody got it messed up, because when we started out, it wasn't just, just you my hood. I don't care what you did, if you right or wrong. No, we started out, if you was wrong, no matter what hood you was, then we corrected you. That's that. If you was wrong, no matter who you was, then we corrected the wrong. That's that. We didn't get our hoods to transgress against everybody else. We didn't get our peoples to transgress against everybody. Yo, Dwayne Armstrong, salute. We didn't do that. We handled a lot of our own business. Understand that. We didn't do that. We didn't send scraps and little homies at dudes that for our personal situations. Just being honest. This is how we was raised. You see what I'm saying? This is how we came up. This is what we learned. This is the foundation. This is the foundation of all of that. We had love for each other, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, we really loved each other. We had love for each other, you know what I mean? A lot of that changed. A lot, and let me tell you something. A lot of the guys from the first generation changed that. That didn't come from the kids. That didn't come from the second generation. That didn't come from the third generation. That came from dudes that got power and changed that in the second and third generation. Once they got their power and they consolidated their power, then they threw out the rule book, made their own rules, and used their scraps, used their little homies to do all this nonsense to each other. They didn't even do it themselves. I would respect it more if they did it with their own hand. I'm just being honest. I would respect it more if you didn't lose little dudes to get at other big homies and start all this stuff that dudes are still dealing with today. I would respect it if they did it with their own hands. I respect it. You got to respect it. Yo, he seen him and they got it shaking. What you going to say? Not your little homies. Not your little homies. James A. Salute. But this is what we did, yo. We had love when we was powerless. We had unity when we was powerless. Once we got power, we flipped on each other. Everything, all rules went out the window. Everything went out the window. And now we here. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B, man. Salute. I'm going over to Ja Ace TV. Ja Ace TV got a video right now at 5 o'clock, and I'm going over there, man. Salute to y'all, man. Before I go, I want to tell y'all one thing. If you got goals, don't let anybody under any circumstances stop you from reaching your goals. If you got goals as a content creator, don't let nobody distract you. Don't let nobody get in your head. Get your money, get to your content, do your numbers, do your thing. Stay on point. You know what I'm saying? Stay on point. Love your peoples, man. Love your brothers. Love your sisters, man. Love your peoples, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Ja HTV, he got a nice interview going on over there. I'm going to go check that out right now, man. You already know what it is, man. Mr. Hood Love, Mikey B, salute, man. I'm going to put the link in the chat for Ja HTV show. Salute.